Alright, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justice. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to like the video as well and hit the notification bell so every time that I drop a new video, you all can stay notified. And within this video, I'm going to be talking about two of my most favorite prime lenses to use overall, whether I'm doing videography, taking photos, anything pretty much related to my cameras. These are the two favorite lenses that I use all the time. Now I've been getting back into using my 50mm, so the two lenses that I'm talking about is the 50mm f1.8 and the Sigma R18-35 f1.8. So to tap into some of the specs of the Sigma R18-35 lens, the specs are, it's usually about, well, not usually, it's an APS-C camera. You can use it at 35mm on a full frame camera, but you're still gonna have some vignetting. So like I said, the aperture range is from f1.8 to f16. You probably wouldn't use the f16, but if you're in like a rare scenario where you need it, it's there. The lens is a zoom lens, so you're able to zoom from 18mm all the way to 35, and the aperture doesn't change. It stays at a f1.8 if you have it selected there. The lens weight, it's about 2 pounds roughly, so it has a little bit of weight to it for sure. The filter thread on it is a 72mm, so if you want to put any filters on there, that's the millimeter thread that you want to stay at. On a crop sensor camera, it's really like a 28mm to a 56. But you know, if you're just buying it just to buy it and use it, you're not really worried about exactly what it is. But if you are, you know, doing that little crop factor on a crop sensor camera, you gotta kind of, you know, throw that in there. And to toss in a little factor that I can say, the lens is super sharp. You know, compared to the 50mm, I don't really notice much chromatic aberration. And the lens, you know, is super sharp, so you don't really have to worry about that. And chromatic aberration is pretty much like, it'd be like this little, I need to zoom out a little bit, I think. All right, there we go. Chromatic aberration is like that little purple tint that you get like around the border of your subject, no matter what it is. Like say if you're doing photography on a person or whatever, you may see like some little purple like lining around them or whatever. That's pretty much what chromatic aberration is. I believe that's pretty much all I got. That's about the Sigma Art lens. It's really solid, man. I honestly think it's one of the best lenses that's out there for a crop sensor camera. You know, the kit lens, which is the 18-55, it's a huge upgrade from that lens, so it's definitely worth the cop. And you know, to go ahead and dive into the 50mm, this lens is very simple. Obviously I'm shooting this video with my Sigma Art lens, so I can't show what it looks like. So this is my 50mm lens. I have my step-up rings on here along with my variable ND filter. To get into some specs, it's a Canon EF mount. I believe they also have the newer one for the full frame Canon R5 and R6. But obviously I don't have that camera yet, so you know, I'm gonna be sticking to this one. But you can also use this one on those cameras. You would just have to buy the mount, the EF to, I can't remember what the new mount is. I think it's, I'm not even gonna butcher or try it, but I know it's a new mount that Canon has going on for their new full frame mirrorless cameras. Yeah, like I was saying, they have an f1.8, 1.4, and I believe a 1.2. Those are pretty expensive. I believe the f1.4 version isn't crazy expensive. I believe it's like around like $300, $400. It's also a prime lens, you know, a solid prime lens. The weight on it is about 159 grams, roughly 0.35 pounds. I know that's super exact, but that's honestly about it for the 50mm lens. It's really solid. A really good lens. Now, like I can say about this lens, it does have chromatic aberration when I'm doing photography, but you know, while editing, it's not that hard to take out, so it shouldn't be like a crazy con to buying a 50mm, because compared, like my first lens that I had gotten after the kit lens was definitely the 50mm lens. I waited a little while to get the Sigma lens, you know, because that one's a little bit more pricier, but as far as the chromatic aberration, it's not crazy bad, but it's definitely noticeable, especially when you shoot in like harsh conditions of sunlight, even with the ND filter on. So you know, just be mindful of that. That's honestly the only con that I can think of. It's super sharp when getting B-roll. That's like a really good B-roll lens in my opinion. And you know, the combo with the Sigma R18-35 lens and the 50mm lens, man, it just go hand in hand, because honestly the 50mm lens on a crop sensor camera is really like 85mm, so you're kind of getting a very good, you know, prime lens. It's super close if you need that like exaggeration in your shot or whatever. And this is a really quick video that I wanted to post for you all. I know it's been a little minute since I've done a video like at home in my room or whatever, so I definitely want to put something quick out there. And I'm starting to, you know, change my posting dates a little, or my posting days of the week. So I'm gonna start possibly posting on Tuesdays and Fridays, not necessarily in the same week, but it may happen in the near future. So those are my dates days that I'm gonna try to stick to, which are Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you guys see me drop a video on Tuesday instead of Friday, I know I said previously I was gonna stick to Fridays, but you know, given the times and stuff I try to make videos, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So Tuesdays and Fridays, stay tuned for videos. And I think that's gonna wrap it up, man. Hopefully you all are doing well, everyone's staying safe and stuff, keeping a positive mindset or whatever. And that's gonna wrap this up. Once again, my name is Justice. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell so every time that I drop a new video, so every time that I drop a new video, you all can stay notified. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.